When the rough and tough Hells Angels known for their wild ways take on Disney, the king of happy endings and magic, something surprising happens. It's a story that shows how different the real world can be from the movies. Get ready to dive into the unexpected battle between the Hells Angels and Disney, a story that mixes the thrill of the open road with the wonder of fairy tales. A name that has resonated through decades emerged in the post-World War II era. Founded in 1948 in Fontana, California, they quickly became emblematic of a rugged, rebellious spirit. Their identity, symbolized by the notorious Death Head logo, encapsulates more than just a group of bikers. It represents a counterculture, a rejection of societal norms, and an unwavering bond among its members. Throughout the years, the Hells Angels have been both vilified and mythologized, embodying an outlaw ethos that has fascinated and alarmed the public in equal measure. In stark contrast, Disney stands as a paragon of family entertainment. Since its inception in 1923, Disney has become a cornerstone of American culture, enchanting audiences with its whimsical characters, timeless stories, and magical theme parks. From Snow White to Frozen, Disney's influence extends far beyond the silver screen, shaping the childhoods of generations across the globe. It's a brand synonymous with innocence, wonder, and the boundless realm of imagination. The clash of these two entities underlines the importance of trademarks in the modern world. Trademarks are not just legal tools. They are the embodiment of a brand's identity, values, and reputation. For the Hells Angels, their symbols are sacrosanct, an intrinsic part of their legacy and ethos. It's a marker of identity that distinguishes them and holds deep significance within their culture. In the commercial world of Disney, trademarks are equally crucial, serving as a guarantee of quality and an assurance of a certain kind of family-friendly experience. When these trademarks are perceived to be infringed upon, it's not just a legal dispute. It's a battle over identity and legacy. In 2007, the silver screen saw the release of Wild Hogs, a light-hearted comedy that took audiences on an uproarious journey. The film stars John Travolta, Tim Allen, Martin Lawrence, and William H. Macy as a group of middle-aged friends. Tired of their mundane suburban lives, they embark on a cross-country motorcycle trip seeking adventure and a break from their routine existence. Along the way, the Wild Hogs encounter various challenges and comedic situations, leading to a rollicking portrayal of friendship and the open road. However, this cinematic adventure quickly veered into a real-life legal drama. In 2006, the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club filed a lawsuit against Walt Disney Motion Pictures Group, the producers of Wild Hogs. The crux of their claim lay in the alleged unauthorized use of the Hells Angels' trademarked name and logo. They contended that characters in the film were specifically identified as members of the Hells Angels, donning attire that prominently displayed the club's famous Death Head insignia. This, they argued, was done without their consent and constituted a violation of their trademark rights. The Hells Angels were particularly concerned about the portrayal and representation of their members and their emblem within the movie's narrative. Their lawsuit was not just a challenge over intellectual property rights, but also a defense of their identity and the image they maintain in public consciousness. For a group as fiercely protective of their image as the Hells Angels, the alleged portrayal in Wild Hogs represented a significant infringement, prompting them to take legal action against one of the world's largest entertainment companies. From the perspective of the Hells Angels, the lawsuit against Disney was more than a mere legal dispute. It was a matter of preserving the integrity and reputation of their club. The Hells Angels have long been vigilant in protecting their trademarks, particularly their emblematic Death Head logo, which is not only a symbol of their brotherhood but also a badge of their unique identity and history. For them, unauthorized use of their name and logo by an entity as influential as Disney was seen as a significant infringement. It wasn't just about the legal aspects of trademark protection. It was about controlling the narrative and portrayal of their organization. They were concerned that the depiction in Wild Hogs could lead to a misrepresentation of their values and culture, potentially diluting the power and respect that their emblem commands. In response, Disney initially regarded the lawsuit as without merit. As a powerhouse in the entertainment industry, Disney has a vast experience in intellectual property matters. Their initial stance suggested confidence in their portrayal within Wild Hogs, and they seemed prepared to defend their creative freedom and rights in the production of the film. However, the situation was nuanced, involving not just the legalities of trademark law, but also the delicate balance of respecting the identities and perceptions of real-life organizations like the Hells Angels. This legal confrontation between the Hells Angels and Disney was emblematic of broader issues in trademark law and the entertainment industry. It highlighted the complex interplay between creative expression in film and the rights of organizations to protect their name and image from potential misuse or misrepresentation. The legal tussle between the Hells Angels and Disney over Wild Hogs culminated in a settlement that reflected a compromise between the two parties. Disney agreed to remove all references to the Hells Angels from the movie. This resolution, reached before the film's release, meant that any depiction or implication of the Hells Angels' involvement in Wild Hogs was erased. For Disney, this was a pragmatic decision, allowing them to proceed with the film's release without further legal complications. For the Hells Angels, the removal of their trademarks from the film was a significant victory, ensuring that their identity and emblem were not misused or misrepresented in a major motion picture. The impact of this lawsuit and its resolution on both Disney and the Hells Angels was multifaceted. For the Hells Angels, the successful defense of their trademark rights reinforced their position as an organization, vigilant in protecting its image and legacy. It sent a clear message to other entities about the seriousness with which they viewed unauthorized use of their trademarks. On the other hand, for Disney, this incident was a reminder of the complexities involved in depicting real-life organizations in fictional works. It highlighted the need for careful consideration and due diligence in the creative process, especially when dealing with subjects that have a strong and protected real-world identity. In the broader context, the resolution of this lawsuit underscored the importance of respecting intellectual property rights, even in the realm of creative storytelling. It served as a case study in balancing artistic expression with legal and ethical considerations surrounding real-life entities and their trademarks. The incident also illustrated how even seemingly straightforward creative decisions in filmmaking could have larger implications, requiring negotiation and sometimes compromise to resolve potential disputes. The lawsuit between the Hells Angels and Disney over Wild Hogs not only settled a dispute over trademark infringement, but also cast a spotlight on broader implications for trademark law and intellectual property rights. This case underscores the significance of trademarks as vital legal tools that protect not just a logo or a name, but the identity and reputation of an organization. In the age of global brands and mass media, the enforcement of trademark rights becomes increasingly complex. The Hells Angels' successful defense of their trademark illustrates the power and reach of such laws, even when pitted against a giant like Disney. It's a testament to the fact that trademarks are not mere symbols but valuable assets that require vigilant protection and strategic enforcement. Beyond the legalities, this clash between a notorious motorcycle club and a family entertainment conglomerate had a unique cultural impact. It brought into the public eye the fascinating intersection of two vastly different cultural entities. The lawsuit highlighted how cultural symbols and identities can be subject to legal disputes, and how their portrayal in popular media can have significant implications. It also brought attention to how entities like the Hells Angels, often perceived as outside the mainstream, actively engage in legal processes to safeguard their interests. This incident serves as a reminder of the diverse and sometimes unexpected ways in which legal, cultural, and corporate worlds intersect. In essence, the Wild Hogs lawsuit went beyond a mere legal battle. It became a narrative about power, identity, and the respect of cultural symbols in the expansive and often overlapping realms of law and popular culture. As we wrap up our look into the surprising lawsuit between the Hells Angels and Disney over Wild Hogs, let's go over the main points. We learned about the Hells Angels, known for their tough image, and Disney, famous for its magic and family fun. The big issue in this story was a court case about using special symbols or names without permission. Disney decided to take out any mention of the Hells Angels in the movie, which settled the issue. This showed how important it is to respect others' special symbols and names, especially when making something creative like a movie. This case had a big impact. It showed how serious the Hells Angels are about protecting their image, and how Disney had to think carefully about showing real groups in their films. But there's more to this story than just the legal stuff. It makes us think about how different parts of our world, like laws, movies, and groups like the Hells Angels, can come together in unexpected ways. In the end, here's something to think about. In a world where what's real and what's shown in movies can sometimes get mixed up, how do we make sure that creative work like movies is respectful to real groups and their symbols? This isn't just a question for movie makers and big companies. It's something for all of us to consider.